A man's virtue mostly flows from three separate sources: desire, emotion, and intelligence. Knowledge is a wise man's treasure, but beware of false doctrines, for they are more dangerous than ignorance. Forget all that you know, or think that you know. Abandon the hunger for power and enforce decrees. Look inward, where the deepest rivers flow. There you'll find the currents of eternity. And as always, my friends, welcome to my mania. Ba 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 da ba 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 da da. What's up, everybody? It's Jake Johnson here on Untethered live stream, coming at you live from the internet. Wow, it's been a hell of a week. What's going on, everybody? Great Sky Troll, what's happening, buddy? You're late, you're not late, you're late, you're not late. You wake up and you're late. Tell me your joke. Biden's got more votes than Barack Chris Obama. You mean Hussein Obama? Or Baracus? Baracus. I like it. It's good. How's everybody doing today? Let's see if I can't get that flicker out of there. I am forever fighting with this dang flicker. It just does not want to disappear. I'm flickering over here or I'm flickering over here, but I can't seem to find a happy medium. Hey, Darlene, how are you? You know what I think about what's going on in the country?
No one knows what they're doing.
That's what I think. You were thinking about ice pirates. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. What about, what is that bug movie? You know the one I'm talking about. You caught me on the wrong day to be talking about movies. But you know which one I'm talking about? Where they shoot all the bugs? Starship Troopers. That's it. The Fly, that's a good movie. Good, bad movie. Yeah, Starship Troopers. That was a good, satirical, bad movie. It was bad on purpose. Like they tried to make it bad because they were satiring capitalism and the inevitable where that ends up. Man, it just ain't gonna let me have it, is it? Let's try 86. See what happens there. That looks pretty clear. I can live with that. Well, it's official. The man came by today to look at the building. He's going to buy it outright, ship us all out, tear the whole place down, and rebuild it from the ground up, which means I have to leave forthwith. Woohoo. Ice Pirates opened opposite Empire Strikes Back. Did it really? I didn't see Empire Strikes Back in the theaters, or any of Star Wars for that matter. I knew about them, but I didn't go see them. I didn't see them till they came out on VHS. I did see E.T. in the theater, though. It took me 3 tries because all 3 times we went, the film broke. Yeah, me too. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I would have preferred there be a little notice where I could actually be prepared for it, but that is the nature of my life, being unprepared and vastly overwhelmed. It was going either way there for a little while, but they finally made a decision. And I think they're going to move Missy into a little building down the street until they get this place rebuilt. Now, The Last Starfighter, that is not a bad movie. That's a good movie. I'm a big fan of The Last Starfighter. You want a bad, good movie? The Explorers. That's the one where the little kids build a spaceship in their backyard with a computer program that causes a bubble to wrap around them, and then they go up into space and meet some Elvis impersonating aliens. That's a bad movie that's so bad it's good. How was your weekend starting off, Darlene? You had a peaceful day? Lots of rest? Okay. I didn't realize that. I thought The Last Starfighter came out several years after the Star Wars movies. But just hanging out. That's good. This is the perfect place for hanging out, because that's what we're doing. I might even play you a little music tonight. I'm feeling saucy. It could have been 83. Ice Pirates, if it came out with Star Wars, it probably never got off the ground. Probably nobody even saw it. Do you know that Star Trek the Motion Picture was the first movie to use computer graphics in the film? That was in the early 80s too, I think. Let's see. Yeah, you may be. I'll have to download it and watch it just to see. I may have seen it, but I don't think I have. I've seen a lot of movies. I mean, a lot. So it's possible that it's one that's in there and I just can't remember it. Every now and then, I'll be watching a movie and I'll be like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. That's even happened a couple of times in new releases, and then come to find out they were released like 5 years ago, and then they were released, but they weren't finished, so they went back into editing and were re-released, maybe sometimes under a different title. That's happened a few times too. I've seen the same movie under 2 or 3 different titles. You worked in a movie store for 9 years? Congratulations. I bet that was a fun job. I basically was a movie store for like 9 or 10 years. Back when VCRs could be rented, we would rent a VCR and like 12 movies. And we did that religiously, 3 days a week. So I got my fill of movies. And then I've been downloading them for years. Downloading and watching just about everything I can get my hands on. There was a period of time there where I'd get a movie the same day it was released. Not the day it hit theaters, but the day they released it to go to the theaters. But they put a stop to all that. Pastime movies. I think I probably rented from there a couple times. Is that in Sandersville? Seems like I remember that name, Pastime. Yeah, but for about, I'd say a good 5-6 years, I'd get movies before they even got into theaters, so I could see them all. And some of them I could get before they were even finished. I think I saw that X-Men movie, the Wolverine movie, you know, the one with the bad version of uh I can't think of his name right now. Deadpool. The bad version of Deadpool. I saw that movie and they didn't even have the effects done yet, so you could see the wires and you could see them being pulled into pads and stuff. It's pretty cool. A couple of times during the movie they'd cut away to an animation because they didn't have the shot finished. But those days are over. We can't get screeners anymore. There's a theater here, but morons are running it. Yeah, you'll have that. I used to love watching movies, man. I'm kind of burned out on it now because it takes up so much time and I've got so many other things to do that I don't really have time to sit down and watch movies. Now I just watch TV shows, but man, for a long time, it wasn't nothing for me to put away 4 movies in a night, every night. Sometimes 5. I'd constantly run old movies like the Scarlet Pimpernel, the Maltese Falcon. I've seen the Maltese Falcon. I don't watch a lot of black and white movies or Technicolor movies just simply because they hurt my aesthetic palette. But I've seen most of the greats. Just about all the blockbusters and quite a few B movies. I kind of like to watch bad movies sometimes just because it's funny. So I'll get all the like C-list movies, like the ones that are copies of ones that were copies of original movies. Or like the endless plethora of bad zombie movies that came out in the 80s. I love those movies. They're so terrible. Just sit and laugh and laugh and laugh at them. There's actually a channel on YouTube called Red Letter Media. You should check it out. They specialize in bad movies. No, I haven't watched a lot of silent films. I've seen the big ones, you know. Like the first movie that was ever made with the one with the moon and they shoot the rocket into the moon's eye. I've seen that one and, some Buster Keaton stuff and things like that, but Charlie Chaplin, but I don't really care for non-talkies. I don't even like movies that are black and white, so. I've seen the original King Kong, Gone with the Wind before they colored it. Yeah, Buster Keaton stuff is real good. He's a really, it could be argued he's better than Charlie Chaplin. That guy was a maniac, Buster Keaton. He designed and performed all of his own stunts, nearly killed himself many times. But he did some crazy things that were never seen on film, even since then, some things that he's done that they haven't redone. Some of his stuff that he did with a train, no sane person would do that. Yeah, on film. He had a building fall on him one time, and there was just a little cutout window way up at the top, and he had it marked out where it would fall, and he would land right in the center of that window. And he said that when he did it in a rush, and he was one step too far over, and the thing buzzed his arm when it went by him. Said if it had been an inch further, it would have killed him. Yeah, the water tower scene, that's a good one. Yeah. Well, It's amazing how heavy that much water is. You would be surprised. And to have to hang on while it's pouring over you like that, like he did, that's an amazing stunt for a man to do, even if he was rigged up. He probably wasn't, because he did most of his own stunts bareback, just by planning them out and doing them. That was before they'd come up with the technology of safety harnesses. Wiring rigs. You're being awful quiet, Darlene. What's going on? Tell me about some of your favorite movies. Like, Roadhouse. Ghost. Dirty Dancing. You have any more besides those three, or that's your limit? You'd be surprised. I'm quite versatile. I'm sure he is too. I like a lot of things. I don't like old black and white movies. I like a good romance movie, but I don't like them when they're too sappy and too teenagey. I like a good chick flick, but it's got to be an adult flick, Can't be too teenagery. You're changing your name to William Joseph Norris. Why? I love a good comedy, but let me tell you from experience, there is nothing beyond the year 2000 that's funny. Nothing at all. And I've looked. Hey, April. If you want comedy, you got to go back to the 80s and early 90s. The later it gets, the less funny they get. Starting at about 95, they start going downhill real fast. And then by 2000, they're just not funny at all. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. I gotta wear my MAGA hat. Support my guy, PT46. I don't know. It's rewardist jokes and gags. Rewashed, yeah. Some of it. I don't know. It's just not funny at all. 80s, 90s rock. Yeah, they do. The 80s, really. That's the best time. From 1979 to 1994 is the golden age of movies. There will never be movies that good again. There will never be movies that well made again. Yeah, I liked Empire Records. I liked Breakfast Club. 16 Candles. All the John Hughes stuff was pretty good. Propaganda and total bullshit, but pretty good. Liar Liar was hilarious. I spent most of that movie in the floorboard. I saw it at a drive-in, and I couldn't get up long enough to watch the movie. I was laughing so damn hard. That's probably the funniest Jim Carrey movies ever made. Weird Science. Now there's a good movie. You ever watch any old movies and think, wow, they really could not do that today? There's a lot of movies like that they couldn't make today. Real Genius was a good movie. That was one of Val Kilmer's better movies. But have you seen Top Secret? That was his first movie. Yeah, great minds think alike. There you go. Blazing Saddles is one of those movies they could not make today. Pretty much anything with a woman in it they can't make today. like Trading Places with what's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis. Her character in that movie, they would boycott the movie if they made that movie today. Or Pretty Woman. They couldn't make Pretty Woman today. Yeah, pretty much anything Mel Brooks made is right on the cusp of being offensive. But that was funny. I don't understand why it's not funny anymore. Verboten? I agree with you. 100%. Life Stinks is a funny movie. Spaceballs. Blazing Saddles. Young Frankenstein. Some I can't even remember. A Million Ways to Die in the West was kind of a Mel Brooks type movie that was done by Seth MacFarlane. That was pretty decent. It had the same vibe as a Mel Brooks movie. You like finding kids who haven't seen Blazing Saddle and sit and watch it with them? I could only imagine. I bet they're in total shock. What? He said what? That is truly funny. April, what kind of movies you like? We're talking about old bad movies. Sit in abject horror. Yeah. I think this young crowd needs a bit of horror in their lives. I think that's what's missing. I think that's what's wrong with them. They don't have any fear of God. When I was young, there was a way you talked to women and a way they responded to you. Today they call that rapey. When I was a kid, they called it romantic. It's confusing, to say the least. I don't know how anybody gets a date these days. Excuse me while I whip this out. How many times have I told you to wash your hands before you come to a rally? Look, there you go, all clean. Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire, About Last Night, etc., etc. Yep, that's all the John Hughes movies. There's a place for John Hughes movies. You know, they're well done. Like I said, they're total propaganda and total bullshit. But there's a place for them. The Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There's a shelf that's just for those kind of movies. I've never been a fan of Stephen King movies. They're always cheaply made and not in a good way. I think the only one that was even kind of tolerable was The Stand. The rest of them were just horrible. Maximum Overdrive. That's the one he directed himself, I think. I think it was Maximum Overdrive. It was one of those truck movies. One of them Steven Spielberg directed. I think that one was called Duel. John Cusack is scared of boats. I don't know, but it's a good bet it was a John Hughes movie because he was in all those movies. Great Balls of Fire, Dirty Dancing, and Grease. Yeah, I like John Cusack in his younger days, but don't look at anything he's tweeted in the past year. If you're a John Cusack fan, just don't look. It's not good, not pretty. Cusack, John Cusack. I love John Cusack. He was such a sharp, quick-witted guy. One of my favorite movies is Serendipity. I bawled like a baby when I watched that movie. I mean, I was folded up holding a pillow, bawling like a little girl watching that movie. I've seen that movie with Bobcat Goldthwait. Just can't think of what it is. It's not Police Academy. It's one of those random movies, I think, where he was the star and not a supporting cast. American Summer, maybe. I don't really remember. I like the Police Academy movies, or at least the first one. I don't really remember the rest of them. They kind of all run together. Ski Patrol, yeah. I just watched Loaded Weapon last night. That's a spoof on Lethal Weapon. Loaded Weapon 1. Starring Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson. That's a pretty good movie. And William Shatner is the bad guy. Oh, yeah. Can't get much better than that. William Shatner does the best heavy in the business. He came complete with a thin voice and a mustache to twirl. It was beautiful. A dark eyeliner. Always looking over his eyebrows. Ski Patrol was bad. I think I remember seeing that. Don't that take place in Athens? Or something like that? Like a ski resort? That was one of those buddy movies pre-Dak Shepard. Pre-American Pie type comedies. I've been rewatching a lot of 80s movies because of the nostalgia, because I miss it so much. I've been going back through, the Gremlins and Die Hard and Lethal Weapon and on and on and on and on. The earlier, the better. They just don't make movies like that anymore. Blade Runner. It's killing me. I'll be back with the title. Okay. I believe you. Ladies, what y'all been doing? April? Got anything to talk about? Anything you want to discuss? Any music you'd like to hear? Yeah. The best movies in the world. All of them. Yep. The Negotiator with Samuel L. Jackson. That was a great movie. Trying to think of some of my favorite ones. I like some of those old space movies, too. Oh, you like the background? Thank you. It's my autumn background. I love traipsing through the woods. One crazy summer. Okay. I'll check it out. The V series. The TV show or the movie? Because you know there was a movie, right? I've got such a headache. Look at my eyes are bulging out. Woo! What a day. What a day. Checky, checky. Oh, Rocky. Yeah, you can't beat Rocky. All of them. All the Rocky movies are good. Except for maybe the last one. It wasn't terrible, though. Dr. Riders and Crew. Yeah. Rambo was a great movie. I even enjoyed the last installment of Rambo where he's like an old man. That was even pretty good. It wasn't a Rambo movie, but it was good. It didn't feel like Rambo. It felt like he'd outgrown the character so much that he couldn't remember what made the character the character. Yeah, I noticed a difference. About $1 million in budget, for one thing. Also, they went heavy on the Vietnam stuff. In the original movie, he was just a drifter that came into town looking for a dead guy, looking for his place, going to deliver a message or something, and pissed off the police chief. In the next movie, he was Mr. War embodiment. Yeah. Whichever war it was. It all looked green to me. I grew up in a time, which you did too, but I grew up in a time when everything on TV was about Vietnam. It was overwhelmingly the narrative. Never seen so much green in my life. I hate war movies for that very reason. I beg to differ with you, buddy. You go back and watch Rambo First Blood. First shot of Rambo, he's wearing a green jacket, army jacket. Rambo 2 was a desert wasteland, yep. I believe that's right. One of them was in a jungle. The one where he had the bow and arrow was prevalent. I think he used a bow and arrow in all of them, but one, the one with the screw-on tip that blew up. I think that was the third one. I think you might be right about that. And then there was the Hot Shot movies that made fun of Rambo. And Top Gun, which was another good movie. The Saint, that's a great movie. Remember The Saint with Val Kilmer? Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. I love all those spoof movies in the 80s, 70s and 80s. There was a couple of guys that wrote all those movies. They're dead now. And the Wayans brothers took over trying to do their job. Not the same. But all those original spoof movies like Airplane and Naked Gun and Die Hard and all that stuff. No, not Die Hard. Hard Target. Oh. Spy Hard is the one I was thinking of. All those movies are just wonderful comedies. They even made a Naked Gun TV show. It only aired 6 episodes and they canceled it because it was too hard to make. Not Hard Target, Spy Hard is what I was thinking of. Hard Target's like an action movie. There's 2. One's got Van Damme and the other one's got Christian Slater, and I get them confused, their titles. I think one's Hard Rain and the other one's Hard Target. Oh, the series, The Saint. Yeah, I never saw that, but I bet it's good. I'm talking about the movie with Val Kilmer. That movie's got a little bit of everything in it. I love that movie. It's got all the elements that I like about a spy movie. It's got disguises and action and drama and love, and it's got it all. Russians. That dude with the beard that plays the baddie, the heavy. That's one of the best character actors I know of for that type of role. You never saw the movie? You should check it out. It's a really good movie. It's very of its time, you know. I don't know if it holds up well or not, but it was a good movie back when I watched it, back in the first 80s. The jokes in Top Secret, oh man, those were top notch. They had like every scene had a joke in it. I mean, they really took a lot of time writing that movie. Now, trust me on this when I tell you I have impeccable taste in movies. So if I recommend a movie to you, you'll love it. And if you don't, it's just a preference thing. It ain't because it ain't a good movie. Some people just don't like certain things, you know. But as far as movies go, and I'm sure Great Sky Troll is equal to me in this department, but I've seen pretty much everything seeable. Or at least put a big dent in it anyway. I tried to watch every movie that was ever made. I failed miserably, but I got closer than most people get. But for a long time, that was my goal, to see every movie ever made. I've definitely seen all the blockbusters, you know, all the big hits. I've definitely seen all those. And I've seen a lot of the cult classic stuff. Almost all of it. I've been looking for old movies I've lost the titles to, yeah. Well, if you tell me some scenes in them, I might be able to help you out, if I can remember. For example, one of the best movies ever made for everything. It's got comedy, romance, drama, action, the whole 9 yards. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie by James Cameron. True Lies. Best movie ever made. We had to play every single tape that was rented, so I've seen them mostly. Oh, yeah. I can imagine working in a video store. You get some under your belt doing that. I never worked in a video store, though I wanted to. Just never had the occasion to do so. But I've had a movie store worth of movies. It was a great movie. At the time, it was the highest paid movie. It cost more than any other movie ever made at the time. The only thing that beat it was the same guy when he made Titanic. Then that movie was the most expensive movie ever made. And now the same guy, Avatar, is the most expensive movie ever made. Go figure. That guy just likes spending money, I guess. Multiple personality disorder. Maybe. I would. Now, when I say the best movie, I mean overall. It's got everything. I don't mean that it's the exact best movie that's ever been made. I just mean in the everything category. It's got everything. It's hard to pinpoint the best movie ever made because then you got to put in the taste is involved. And different people have different tastes. You got to include how much it cost. You got to include what kind of film it was shot on, who the director was, who was in it, where it was filmed. There's a lot of things to consider when considering the best movie ever made. But as far as an overall movie that's got everything, a popcorn movie, the best one is True Lies, hands down. And rewatchability. You can watch it over and over and not get tired of it. Yeah, Christian Slater was a very underappreciated. He was a good actor. I liked him a lot. Untamed Heart. Pump It Up. Pump Up the Volume was my favorite movie as a teenager. It's probably why I do what I do right now, because of that movie. Highlander. Highlander was not a good movie. It was a good movie because we liked it, but it was not a good movie as far as being a good movie made. Yeah, Brandon Fraser made some good movies back in the day, and then he just went off the deep end. I don't know what happened to that guy. Now he's all bloated. Looks like somebody put an air pump in his ass. The Mummy series? Come on, that was some great stuff. Or Encino Man, or Pleasantville. Wasn't he in Pleasantville? Or there's another movie like Pleasantville. Bite your tongue. Ask Lambert to forgive you. No, I enjoyed Highlander as much as you did, but it was not a good movie. It was a cocaine-fueled movie that was put together in 28 days and then overdubbed for quality assurances because the guy that was starring in it couldn't speak English. Yeah, there was a lot of cocaine movies that came out. No, Lambert did not speak English for a long time. He does now, but just barely. But back when he was making the Highlander movies, he didn't speak English. I think they found him on a French lot somewhere and just decided he looked the part. I know that Sean Connery had a problem with him. Probably wanted to punch him in his French mouth. Oh, Patrick Swayze was in some decent movies too. Ghost is a very good movie, albeit one of those cocaine movies. Lethal Weapon was a cocaine movie. The first one. They kind of toned it down there a little bit after the second one came out, but there's a lot of things you can blame on cocaine in the 80s. Porky's. That was a cocaine-fueled movie, if I've ever seen one. Matter of fact, they probably paid the actors in cocaine on that movie. You ever seen Porky's? Woogie boogie woogie boogie woogie boogie woogie. I saw a few movies when I was a teenager that I can't believe my mother let me watch, and Porky's was one of them. Wet Hot American Summer? Yep. Animal House. Yep. What's that one with Christian Bale? Played the serial killer. That was a cocaine-fueled movie. That would have been A Knight's Tale. No, that's not right. The First Night. Was that it? Something with the word night in it. I know which one you're talking about. It's a great movie. Told from Guinevere's perspective. Dazed and Confused is a good movie. I think it was The First Night. I think that's the name of that movie. That seems right anyway. Oh, Sean Connery. Adversary? Why, surely you mean adversary, old boy. Yeah, First Night. That's what I was thinking. That was a great movie. Anything Sean Connery was in was a great movie. He's just a great actor. Even that last movie he did, Finding Forrester, that was a good movie too. Weird, but good. Yeah. Richard Gere had a few good movies too. Prime Suspect, is that what it was? With him and Edward Norton? Primal Fear, maybe? Something primal, something. Primal Instinct? I can't remember. I get them all confused. Basic Instinct. That's a Sean Connery movie. It's pretty good. No, that's not it either. I think it's just Instinct. Basic Instinct is the one with the chick that boiled the rabbit. That's right. Primal Fear. Yeah, that's the one. That was a great movie. The Usual Suspects is a great movie. Who is Kaiser Sose? Booty Scene? I don't know if I saw that one or not. I loved that First Night movie, though. That was one of my favorite movies. Very well done. I need to go back and watch that again. I know I was mad at Guinevere for betraying Arthur. First Night. Prince of Thieves was another great movie that Richard Gere made a cameo in as King Arthur. Except he was King Richard in that movie, but it was the same character for him. What was bad? Are you saying Prince of Thieves was bad? Oh, yeah, she betrayed him. Yeah. I understand that. It might be hard to resist Richard Gere, but if you made a promise to King Arthur, you keep the promise. I'm just saying, he is King Arthur. He's an allegory for Christ. A type. I bet you're one of those people that thinks that Scarlett O'Hara was a hero, aren't you? My mom used to talk about her. She's such a hero. She's such a strong woman. I was like, Mom, she's a whore. What are you talking about? And then she pulled herself up by her bootstraps. She slept her way to the top. She's no hero. That's an anti-hero. Feminist. We used to fight about that all the time. She is no hero. She made her own dress. Well, that don't make her a hero. She slept with every man she come across and then killed him out of boredom and then took his business and then traded up. She's a cold-hearted bitch, yeah. What's up, Kev? Hadn't seen you in a while. How's your mother? Doing well, I hope. Yeah, everyone had a hard life in those days. She was a spoiled, rotten brat who couldn't take care of herself and couldn't accept defeat. She had white privilege. You're at Gators. You drinking you a pint? Or a toddy? I'm sorry to hear that. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I've recently been through the same thing, so I understand. Most definitely. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They reused a lot of sets in those days. A lot of those space movies like Alien, if you look real close, you can see parts of that ship in the Star Trek movies. You're welcome, Kev. If, like I said, if there's anything anybody can do, let us know. We're here for you. Oh, well. I dropped my pick. I guess it's gone. I just had to quit playing with my pick. I miss the old days. Things seemed normal. They were normal. They're crazy now. We've done jumped the shark 2 or 3 times already. And don't seem to be getting any slower about it. But that's all right, though. We'll keep on keeping on. I got to go this week coming up and find me some work. I got to get back into my house. They're getting ready to tear this building down. Yeah, those days are long gone. I hope we can come back around to them, though. I hope it's only a matter of time before everybody burns out on all the chaos and wokeness and decides to get back to things that matter, like entertaining people, which is something the movies have seemed to have forgotten about these days. Don't seem like movies are anything about entertaining anybody anymore. They just want to shove some kind of message down your throat. Which is why I exist, because the message I shove down your throat is the ones you want to hear. Yes, it is the new cult. Sitting at a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant, she was staring at his coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze. Talk was small when they talked it all. They both knew what they wanted. They were old enough to talk about it, too young to scope it out and to keep it loose. And she said, "You don't look like my type, but I guess you'll do." Third-rate romance, lonely rendezvous. They left the bar, they got in the car and they drove away. He took her to the Holiday Inn. She didn't even have to pretend she didn't know what for. He went to the desk and made his request while she waited outside. And he came back with a key. She said, "Give it to me and I'll unlock the door." And she said, "I've never really done this kind of thing before, have you?" Third-rate romance, lonely rendezvous. And he said, "Yes, I have, but only a time or two." Third-rate romance, lonely rendezvous. Third-rate romance, lonely rendezvous. Third-rate romance, lonely rendezvous. Hey, what'd I miss? Bringing them by tomorrow. Whose birthday? Glad you like the song? Oh, brother, where art thou? Yeah. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen troubles all my days. Oh, 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 one reason I was born to ramble, and I don't know the song anyway. He don't know the song anyway. Don't strain it though. I'm not trying to. I got a show tomorrow. Yeah, I hated the Ocean series too. Especially the latest one. Blech. I am a dumb airhead. Write a song about that, Jake. I ain't got no money, and I live in a trailer, but that's alright. I'm too much of an airhead to care about that tonight. I don't know. One of the grandbabies, Colin, is 6 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Love that movie and that song. Yep. My 16-year-old graduating in a few weeks. Damn it. I guess mine is too. Should be a sad song. I ain't got no brain power. My Abdullah Umblangata is cold. Yeah, I ain't got no brain power. That little stem in the back of my head don't go nowhere to be told. I am an airhead. I can't count to 3 instead. "16 and graduating sounds very smart. You are blessed." I got them airhead blues. I called out to my woman. I said, "Baby, don't you want to go to town?" Yeah, I called out to my woman. I said, "Get ready, baby, we're going downtown." She said, "I'll be there in a minute, boy. I just gotta put on my going gown." Well, between the two of us, we ain't got a brain cell apart. Yeah, when I look between her ears, I don't see a brain, I just see a fart. She got a bedlam getting juice. She got them airheaded blues. How's it go? I don't know that song. He is a loser, though. Oh, you're not an airhead, you just play one on television. You made me cry. Oh well, goodbye, ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Ain't that a shame? Your votes fell like rain. Trump won, you lost. Goodbye, he's the boss, ain't that a shame? Your votes fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? This country ain't your game. So what? You leave, you can't reprieve president game. You're the one to blame. Ain't that a shame? Trump beat you in your own game. Are you leaving? You have a mean bone? You'll see yourself out. We'll see you later. You don't must. What are you talking about? I think you might have misunderstood something there. Or I did. Or are you just leaving and just trying to figure out a way to get out of the conversation? I got barbecue sandwiches and a side order of mushrooms. Make a song about that. Wow. I had a barbecue sandwich and a side of mushrooms in my bag. Gonna eat it all. Gonna have a blast. I got me an order of French fries to go with my barbecue mushroom sandwich, and I'm gonna eat it all and have a blast. But I can't afford. Can't think of what it's called. I can't afford a McRib, so I'll eat at McDonald's next week. Okay. That's a hard one to write a song about on the spur of the moment there, buddy. Sandwiches and mushrooms. I am a redneck, I drive a van. I drink Budweiser right out the can. I watch the races whenever I can. I am from Georgia and I'm a NASCAR fan. Boys, I'm a NASCAR fan. I'm a NASCAR fan. I did that song for a year on the radio. A song about silver orange. Now you're just being silly. Silver orange, shining in the sunlight, rolling engine, headed somewhere in flight, taking you away, leaving me lonely. take that airplane ride, 'cause you locked me out of your life, left me standing here behind. Silver orange, shining in the sunlight, rolling engine, headed somewhere in flight. Check out the title. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver orange, slowly fading out of sight. Silver orange, slowly fading out of sight. Well, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, I'm standing on the corner, trying to get it right. And then I got an itch in my forehead. I got slugs in my eye. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Here's a lovely little song. It's called Daddy Can't Fly His Kite 'Cause Mama Won't Give Him No Tail. I've been down in a valley, walking in the rain. I've been up in a high rise, reflecting on my pain. I've been out on the main road, running from my shame. And I've been in too much trouble, hated for my name. Been on my knees in revival, trying not to go insane. And I fought with the evil, tried to bind me up in chains. And I gave a dead eye that dark man's wicked claims. And I was delivered out of living my life in vain. I felt the heat rising up from within. In the dark of night, I could hear logos rise above the echoes of my sin. I felt the flame burning my skin, Lord. I was led to the door of the spirit world, but I didn't go in. And I heard the thunder crack across that eastern sky, and I could taste the sulfur on the wind as he walked by. And from the depths of deception he approached in disguise. Even though I saw him coming, he took me by surprise. I waged a war on the night, and I showed up to fight, but the sun was in my eyes. And I felt redemption for the first time in my life, surrounded by the hunger and the anger and the strife. And I heard the voice voice of wonder say there's no need to pay a price. I'm the mystery in your mind, boy, I am the sacrifice. You'll see the light from the might, and I'll show you how to fight. But the hand that wields a knife. I've been deep in the jungle. I've been lost without a dime. I've been lost in the desert, and I've been running out of time. I've been high on that mountain top, trying to leave this world behind. And I took my life out, trying to leave this whole world behind. I felt the heat rising up from within. Lord, there ain't no doubt I will find a new route to the house I've been living in. I felt the flame burning my skin. I've been led to the door of the spirit world, but I didn't go in. Hmm. I really do appreciate the fact you're sitting here. I just born with you. I forgot the song. Why don't we get drunk and screw? I just bought a water bed. I filled it up with super glue. Sticky. Say that you're a snuff queen. Well, honey, I don't think that's true. Honey, why don't we get drunk and screw? Oh, but tell me that a little bit of loving. Why don't we get drunk and screw? I'm sorry to hear you got a headache, buddy. I got a little bit of one myself, but it ain't a migraine. Take a belt and bind it around your head and pull it as tight as you can pull it, and that'll fix it. But it'll take a minute. Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. Smell of shrimp is beginning to boil. Strumming my six string on my front porch swing. All of those hotties are covered with oil. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it could be my fault. I don't know the reason I played here all season. Nothing is true dancer of beauty. It's right on my booty. How it got here, I don't have a damn clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost sugar of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and they're right. It's all April's fault. Now, I've been playing this song for like the better part of 20 years, and I love the song, but it's never really been something that I can appreciate, something I can relate to, you know what I mean? Anyway, I wrote another verse to it, and I hope you like it. It goes like this. Old men in tank tops, hookers and flip-flops. Broke my last 20, had to cruise on back home. But God, I still feel pain, and I do a whole truckload of cocaine. But my mama stole it all and she's gone. I can't have nothing, mama. Wasted it away again in Margaritaville. Drinking's cheaper anyway, right? Searching for my lost sugar salt. I'm coming for you, mama. Some people claim there's a woman to blame, and I know it could be my fault. Hannah, some people claim there's a woman to blame, and I know it's Darlene's fault. Yeah, sleep is a good thing to have for a migraine. I'm broken out of booze. I usually take 5 shots when the halos sparkles start, but I was going to drink through the election, but, well, you know, the election's going to last a long time, so I wouldn't recommend drinking through that, or you'll be dead. It's April's. Fighting Cock. $16.99 a bottle. 85 proof. That's pretty good. Fighting Cock. Fighting Cock. Elijah was a wooden Indian standing at the door. He fell in love with a wooden maiden over at the antique store. Elijah, yo, too stubborn to ever let it show. 'Cause she would never answer yes or no. Poor old Elijah, he never got a kid. Don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face was a red? Elijah, that poor wooden head. Then one day a wealthy customer all the Indian maid. He took her oh so far away, but old Kalijah stayed. Kalijah, yo. Too stubborn, he'd never show a sign, because his heart was made from a knotted pine. Oh, Kalijah, he never got a care. Oh, Kalijah, he don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder his old face was a red? Kalijah was a poor wooden head. Kalijah. How about that? That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got to pinch my nose to make a sound like that, darling. I can do it all by myself. See? Blue eyes crying in the rain. Love will never be the same. Life is like a dying ember. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Did you ever see a robin weep, or the moon behind the clouds? The midnight rain is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. What else you guys want to hear? Oh yeah, I can do some Willie. Postman delivered the past due bill notice. The alarm clock rang 3 hours late. The garbage man left all trash on the sidewalk. The hinges fell off of the gate. This morning have you walk out on me. Last night you came home late. I could tell you've been drinking. By that old Miller look on your face. I said it don't matter. It's the holiday season, and you fill such a big empty space. I lay down beside her. I wanted her loving, 'cause you make my life complete. The last thing I needed, first thing this morning, was to have you walk out on me. Excuse me for acting like my whole world just ended. Excuse me for looking like I just lost my best friend. Excuse me for living and being forgiven. Just go on if you want to be free. The last thing I needed, first thing this morning, was to have you walk out on me. Cowboys like smoky old barrooms and clear mountain mornings. Little war puppies and children and girls of the night. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't know him and he don't die young, you'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your cowboys grow up to be babies. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your cowboys grow up to be babies. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. If Jake cannot sing it, then I will with April. Sing what? Y'all check out Ozark Yeoman. He has done some good video reporting on the election process. I'll check him out. Tell him Great Scott Cole sent you. Tell them to check me out. Okay, Kevin, you're on. Next time I see you, you gotta sing it. Sing what? What are we trying to sing here? Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. I can't remember all the words of this song, but they sounded inert. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. There's something in a Sunday that's half as bad as being alone. There ain't nothing short of dying that's half as lonesome as the sound of a Sunday morning sidewalk and Sunday morning coming down. That's all I can remember. I'm a little behind in my Brooks and Dunn. I know what song you're talking about, but even if I could sing it, I'd blow a vocal cord if I tried to. I did do a new Brooks and Dunn song recently, not too long ago, but I can't remember what it is now. Somebody requested it and I learned it, and I hadn't played it since. I'm trying to think of songs in that vein, though. Something I do know. Here you go. If she seemed cold and bitter, then I beg of you, stop and consider all that she's gone through. Don't be quick to condemn her on things that she might say. Just remember, life turned her that way. She's been walked on, stepped on so many times, and I hate to admit it, but the last footprint's mine. I've been canceled. She was crying when I met her. She cried harder today, so don't blame her. Life turned her that way. Been a long time forgotten, dreams that just fell by the way, and the good life he promised didn't get started today. I can't remember this song too good, but that's okay. If I do enough cocaine, I might get it right someday. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good timing man. She does her best to hold him and love him and try and understand. Through bullshit and bush beer, together they walk hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good timing man. Somewhere there should be for all the world to see, a statue of a fool made in stone, an image of a man who just let love slip right through his hand, and then he just just stood there all alone. There on his face, a goatee should be placed to honor all the million tears he's cried. Oh, and the hurt in his eyes would show, so that everyone would know. Concealed is a broken heart inside. So build me a statue, and whoa, build it high, so that all can see. Then inscribe, oh, the world's greatest fool, and name it after me. After me, whoever wrote that was a bloviating, undulating foolamart with delusions of grandeur and all sorts of things wrong with them. I'm sorry, I'm going down. I'll listen a bit longer. Typing is out. See you, great sky. I love you, man. Fake it till you make it. That's what I'm good at. That's all I do. That's all I'm trying to do. Hope you feel better, great sky troll. Sweet dreams, great sky troll. God bless you. Talk about blowing your vocal cords. Well, that was in the key of C. I can handle that. I can't go much higher than that, though. Higher and louder are two different things. Sing a lullaby song for Great Sky Troll. Okay. Thanks, I'm fine. Just sucks. Good job, Jake. Bringing back memories. Yeah, I'm good at that. Let me think. A lullaby. She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. Years and years, she tried so hard, but she just couldn't forget. Tried to talk about his pain at least 1,000,000 times. Couldn't even seem to drink her off her mind until today. She put that bottle to her head and pulled the trigger. Tried to drink away her memory. Life is short, this time it was bigger than the strength they had to get up off her knee. Found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. Every name beneath the willow, while the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la. best I could do. Or, you know, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, while I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. Please don't take my sunshine away. Go to sleep, asshole. I love you. Well, please like, subscribe, share, press that little icon with the bell on it so you'll get notifications, because subscriptions don't mean shit anymore. Follow one of the links in the description below. Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about. Let me know what you'd like to hear or what you'd like for me to talk about, because I aim to please. All I ask is that you aim to please. And if you really would like to help a brother out, go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps, and I sure greatly appreciate your patronage and your helping out. All right. My phone died. I had to get another one. It was Devin. Oh, I'm reading backwards, I see. There was a black speck on the screen. It's a fly flying in front of my camera. The big fly. Little camera. Big fly. La la la. They played this at Granddad's funeral. You're welcome, darling. I mean, great sky troll. I hope you feel better, buddy. Drink you a cup of coffee. That usually helps when I have a headache. I know it's odd to do that in the middle of the night, but it'll help. Are you leaving us, April? Well, I love you, and I'm getting ready to go myself. So, join me on Sunday, where I'm doing the big thing, title fight with the Atheist. We're going to be rounding out the middle part of Genesis, getting ready to rock and roll on that. And then Monday, we're going to start on the second half of the Book of Mark and get on through that. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. I love you, and I hope you had a good time tonight. I had a great time tonight. I hope you all feel better. I know it's been a rough week and a tiring week. Just keep the faith, stay strong, and keep looking towards the future. Everything will work out as it's supposed to. I'm glad you finished your dinner, and I'm glad it was Gatorific. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Thank you all for taking care of me. Have a great night, and thanks for watching.